Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and Coco is actually having a little disco nap. She's had her apple and she's fallen asleep before I could get her on camera, so I will do my very best to give her a little cuddle in the end and wake her up so she can come and join us. But rest assured, she's here by my side and I'm sure she'll want to say hello to you later. The reason why I'm joining you this evening is for the hashtag amigurumi book tag. Now, Crystal from Chronically Crocheting put this tag across to everybody, extended it for everybody to jump on and give everybody an idea of how many books we have in our library, what we've made from them, and what our thoughts are on the books and what our plans are for the books. She put this out about 2 weeks ago, reason being she was always very curious as to how many books were in other people's libraries, and she really wants to make a list of the ones she doesn't have, and she wants to collect them all. She wants to be a collector of all the amigurumi books, she said. So without any further ado, I'll get on to answering some of the questions that Crystal asked. And I have to say that you're all invited to, join in as well. Just down in the comments down below, just if you want to write down how many books you have, how many books you've made projects from, and what your plans are. That'll be wonderful because I would love to know that as well. That way, we can bounce off each other, and you might have a recommendation, for me, and I might be able to let you know. For example, I know that only because I was on Amazon buying a few books not long ago, like last week, that anyone who loves Friends, the show Friends, and I certainly do, and I know that Abbie from another channel, and I'll link it down below. It's got a blue something. I'm so sorry, Abbie, I've forgotten the name of your channel just briefly. We love Friends, and there's going to be a Friends amigurumi book coming out in April this year, so I'm very excited about that one. So maybe you guys want to put that one on your list, because I certainly have. So I have in total books from 5 kits, and they're allowed to be included, Crystal said, because they have little books in there with patterns. I have another 2, 4, 6 books that I'd like to show you, and I also have one insert that came with a magazine. Now, I do have a few other books, like a lot of us do, that have chapters on amigurumi, but we're not to include those today, and that's absolutely fine. So what I might do is I might just start off with what I've actually made, and then we'll talk about some of my favorite books, because I'm really wanting to tell you about my absolute favorite book, but I'll leave that one for a bit later on. So what I've made, and some of you may have already seen Polly the polar bear. So I've actually only made 2 things, but I'm very proud of her. I actually made her a little headband and a scarf as well. And she's got a little crooked pink nose, but she's very cute. And she came out of this. So here she is here. She was actually meant to be a bear, but she didn't quite look like that, so she ended up being a polar bear. And you can get the 2 patterns in here, one for being a little bunny. And this actually came out of the Crochet Now magazine. It was actually included when you purchased it. So that's where I got the pattern for her. And then I've made this little owl, Ollie the owl. This was actually my very first project, and I think that he's very, very cute. I made him or her out of this kit here. It's one of the many kits that I have purchased. This one was just from book club at school, from Scholastic, and this is the little book that it came out from. Now, the kit itself I have rated, and I've got a little video. It's either our 2nd or 3rd video. It's called Too Cute Crochet, if you want to have a look at it. But the books are quite good because they do have multiple patterns in there, and because it's made for children as such, I thought it might be easy to follow. So this is why I've started off with the little kits as well, and I have added to my kit collection. So I've got this little one here. So in here you get the pattern. Let me put my glasses on so I can see what I'm showing you. So, for example, it's got, you know, like you're getting started, you know, and abbreviations and stitches and terminology and things like that. But then when you get to the actual patterns, so there's like a little bee pattern. I won't show you all, but it does have like pictures and it explains it all. And it is written in, let's have a look. In US terminology, these are written. So, you know, there's the bunnies in here, very cute. And there's the owl, which I made, different colors, but that's okay. Obviously, you know, we have creative license, is that the term? A little chick. And there's a little whale in here as well. He's going to be a bit hard to see because of his color. So that's one of the little kits that I've got. Then I got this other one, again in the same series, but it's all animals, Australian animals, I believe. And this is why I fell in love with it, obviously. There's a little koala, cockatoos, crocodile, kangaroo, and it looks like a little seal over there. So this is another little one that I haven't made anything from though. Again, the same look because it's from the same series. Can you hear that thunder? I failed to tell you that we've had a very hot day today, but all of a sudden it's decided to have a thunderstorm. There's a cheeky crocodile in here, as we said, and a kangaroo, all the ones that we saw on the front. So that's another little kit, a little book from a kit. And I love this one. It comes out of a kit, and all of these kits, and I'm not going to worry about showing you all the kits now, but they all come with yarn, not great yarn, and quite a cheap hook. But it's the pattern books, you know, that I was interested in. And this one's all about crochet dogs. It's got 10 adorable dog projects, it tells us. And this one is written in US terminology again. And I actually purchased this one on Amazon. And these kits all cost under $20, which was great. So we've got a Chihuahua. Let's see, page 24. So I haven't really had a very good look. I won't show you the whole pattern, obviously. I haven't really had a good look at this book. This is actually, in actual fact, the first time I've opened the kit up. But just the thought that it was all little doggies really excited me. There's a little Dalmatian. I wonder if there's a Pomeranian in here. Let's have a look at the... So we've got Labrador, Chihuahua, Poodle, Dalmatian, Dachshund, Corgi. The Queen would have been proud. Boston Terrier, a Pug, a Schnauzer, a Husky. No. Oh, a Husky is like a giant Coco. Let's have a look. 72. Apparently, in the old days, a bit of trivia, Huskies were the giant version of Coco. Well, there you go. There's a Husky. I guess we could always change the colouring. So there's that one. And then the very last kit one that I have, and I haven't taken it out, is actually this one. And you get to make succulents. How cool is that? They've given us enough yarn to make 3 according to the instructions. So I'm actually looking forward to making these. I think they would be gorgeous. A friend of mine gifted me that, so that's lovely. It's actually Australian made because Sean's sheep is actually well, as far as I know, it's an Australian made yarn. And now let's get on to the books. So I will go to my absolute favorite book now, absolute favorite book, and I'll tell you why. This is the book here. And I absolutely love it because my plan is that whenever someone has a little baby, that I will gift them a mummy or a daddy with a little baby as well. And the reason why I fell in love with this book is because of this penguin family. My future daughter-in-law loves penguins. And when I saw this, I thought of my grandbabies and their babies, and I just had to get it. So let me just flick through it very quickly for you and just show you what some of the other animals are. But I have to tell you this. When I first started opening this book up, I was starting to stress because I was like, oh my goodness, they forgot to put the penguin patterns in here. Lucky last. So we'll get to it eventually. It is a very well written book, and again, like all the others, it helps you, you know, with the stitches and the abbreviations. I believe that it is written in US terminology. So here we have a little armadillo and the little baby. And here we have a fawn and his mummy. They're so gorgeous. Can you imagine, you know someone's favorite animal, and you create this for them, and oh, I would love to receive something like this. That was a little mouse and her baby. Look at this, a kangaroo and her jumpy. So cute. Oh, look at this, the sloths. Gorgeous. Oh, and then we have T-Rex, Rosie the T-Rex and her baby boys. Oh, too cute. And then we have, oh wow, Dashi the beagle and his baby boy. How adorable is that? Oh, lovely. The butterfly and her baby caterpillar. Oh, look at this one. Mama bear, Papa bear, and baby bear, and they're having a birthday party. Absolutely love that one. Absolutely. And here's Mama octopus and her little baby octopi. And lucky last is a Papa penguin and baby Pierre. Oh, and look at that. His pram is a little eggshell. I just love it. Love, 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 love that one. So that's my absolute favorite one. I would love to be able to make my dream come true, that I can have these ready for when someone has a baby and I can gift it to them with a blanket. So let's hope that that happens. And there they all are on the back. It's a beautiful book. I got this book about 2 months ago. It was a Christmas gift to myself. I remember buying it around that time, and I just fell in love with it instantly when I saw it on Amazon. Now I do have this book as well. It's called the Let's Make Crochet Toy Box, and it's all amigurumi in here, the toys. It comes from this series of books, which I have quite a few of, and one day I will show you the ones that I've got so you can see the collection. It's also the one that I've been using for some Christmas makes, and it went out to our first 100 subscriber giveaway, so it's part of that collection of books. And I do think when I was flicking through this that one of the dolls that I had made, which I'm frogging, came out of this book, but that's neither here nor there now because I'm not going to be worrying about her. Here's Rosalita the cow. I'd love to make her. And then we have the alpaca family. How gorgeous. And this is a little Mexican doll. She's so cute and colourful. And I love this pumpkin patch bear. I keep thinking that's a crown on his head, but it's an actual beanie with his ears. Every time I look at it, I think, oh, it's a little crown. And who doesn't love amigurumi food? I certainly do. Love, love, love the idea of having them around. And I would love to make this for a lot of children, noughts and crosses. How cool would that be to have that, in your bag for them to just pull out and play wherever they are and whoever they're with. And now this is a book that I've only just purchased like on the weekend, and another little book that I'll show you next. I got it at the Spotlight sale for 40% off, so it was reduced from $37 down to $22. I love this book because you can make the actual whole toy, or you can make the lovey version. And there are 5 blankets in here that you can choose from. And I'll just show you the blankets, and 20 toys in total that you can make. So here's the different blankets, and I'll show you inside, a little bit. So there's the granny blanket. And there's the peaks. Now, of course, as you can use your own imagination, and as it says in the book as well, this one is the texture blanket. You don't have to just put the one, that they recommend, whichever toy. You can mix and match. There's a round one, and I think there's one more lovey or blanket. Yeah, the block. And then it shows you, the different toys. And what I really like about this, so look, let's look at Theo the teddy bear, for example. So it shows you how to make him as a full bear or just his head and his arms with the lovey. But without giving too much away, I'll show you, see that there? That's a little table, and it shows you, if you want to make the full toy, what pieces you have to make, like arms, legs, body, head, what have you. And then if you want to make the lovey, the one that has the blanket, like head and arms, for example. So it tells you not to make the rest. And I do believe, and this one comes with like an easy, intermediate and hard, you know, it gives you a skill level as well. And it is written in US terminology. And it also has, without showing too much, I'll show you a little bit, like it has like charts as well, which is really good. So depends on how you like to read your patterns. You should be able to find a way in these books. And I just have to show you the giraffe because I love the giraffe. So that's another beautiful book. Before I jump to the other one that I bought from Spotlight, I want to show you this book. I absolutely love this book, Amigurumi 8. I have never ever bought any of these before. And the reason why I bought this one is for this meerkat. I need to make that meerkat for my daughter, because this is her spirit animal. Now, I saw this book when Julie from KS Mum Crochet was showcasing some of her subscribers' makes, and one of them had actually sent her a photo of a meerkat, and I fell in love straight away. And how wonderful it is that person, I think her name was Kathleen from memory, shared where she got her pattern, and I immediately wrote it down and jumped on Amazon, and I bought this book straight away. So isn't it great that when we say, look, please, you know, showcase your work and, you know, let us know what pattern you used and hook and, you know, yarn. It's not just, you know, that we're just saying that. We actually mean it's helping someone else. I absolutely mean it. It inspires us, helps us. And this is a perfect example of, you know, how me seeing that video of Julie showcasing her subscribers and her yarny friends make, I finally found a meerkat pattern. I have been looking for about 6 months to a year now. I have found some knitted patterns, but this was like the best gift ever. So this is going to be something that I attempt in the very near future, and I want to surprise my daughter with it. I will be so excited if this turns out. No, when this turns out. So that's something that I'm looking forward to making for her. It is written in US terminology. And he does say that he's going to end up being 20 centimeters tall. So if I change my yarn, I might even make him a little bit bigger. But anyway, let's not play around too much with, you know, making any changes. The great thing is, look, it comes with quite detailed photos of how to attach things, which is going to be very helpful for me, especially with my skills being quite basic. But I believe that I can make it happen. So here we are here again, you know. Look at all that detail, not just written, but, you know, with the photos is really helpful. And how cute is he? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is why I got this book and why I love it so much, because I'll be able to make my daughter's spirit animal, the meerkat, finally got a pattern for it. Now, this is the other book. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I love dolls, and my dream is to make a doll, a crochet doll. And I saw this book in Spotlight, and I just had to get it. It's a beautiful book. I'll just open it up for you. So it says, a fabulous crochet doll pattern with over 50 cute doll clothes and accessories. I cannot wait. Look at that, for example. Look, she's a superhero. I love it. I love it. So you get to make her. Oh, I've got my receipt there. Sorry, guys. And then it says, oh, look at that. You get to make all her little undergarments, it looks like, and socks. And then it shows how you can make her up like that. You can choose which one to make, or make them all. And then it shows you things like she's got a suitcase as well that you can make. She's actually sleeping in her suitcase. I love it. And then it's got good night, so you get to make all her nighttime wear, and a teddy bear. On holiday. It's such a beautiful book. So beautiful. At the beach. And then he goes on, and then he gets to where the patterns are. So let me just oh, look at this one, Baking Days. I love it. Oh, I just love this book. It's beautiful. Superhero. Let me just get the first page. Anyway, it shows you when she's a superhero. Little Red Riding Hood. Love it. And then he goes on to the patterns. So let's have a little quick look at that. I haven't looked through these books properly. So it does have, like it describes different stitches for you and crochet hooks and things like that. It also, different techniques. And then it starts off, okay, so it's showing you how to, I won't show you too much, how to actually make the doll and attach the hair and all of that. And he does use diagrams as well to, to assist you with the pattern reading. And then he's got her basic wardrobe. Oh my goodness. And then he's got her good night outfit and her little teddy bear, her beach gear, in the rain. Oh wow. Oh, I just love the idea of making all of these. Then we've got in the country and bear club. I won't show you the patterns, but the pictures, I just love it. Look at this one, Baking Days. Oh, that is so awesome. And it has things like, the headscarf and the socks and the shoes and the underwear and the coat dress. So it's got everything. It doesn't, just have one thing. Look at this. It's even got the baked goods, the cake. I just love it. So that's pretty much it. Now, let me just see if I can tell you what terminology it uses. Saying treble, so I'm guessing UK, I'm thinking. UK terminology. Work 1 DC. Yeah, so UK terminology looks like. This is a beautiful book and I'm so glad that it's in my collection. Now, this is Lucky Last. This book is beautiful. Love it. Gorgeous to look through. You get to make 2 sisters and all these outfits. 66 easy to follow amigurumi patterns. Let me tell you, no, it isn't. It isn't easy to follow. I think to make the actual dolls, because I think they're meant to be sisters, you need to be an engineer, and I'll show you why. Here they are. They're actually very cute though. And you even get to make their teddy bear. These are all their fashion items that you can make. So many, so many. Look at all that. Like so exciting, right? List of all the outfits. There they all are there. Well, wait for this. After you flick through it and it's an absolutely beautiful book and you get so excited, like I could not wait. I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be the best ever. The little dolls are about 22 centimeters in height, which I think is around 8 inches, 9 inches. Well, let me get to where it shows you how to make. Oh, look at this. She's a flight attendant. Is there anything that she can't do? She's amazing. Then it's, this is, without showing too much, look at that. This is the doll inside. So basically there's wiring in there, and the way that it's written, it's like, oh my God, I've never ever seen a pattern like this. Although it does go into great detail of what you're going to need to make everything in this book. So they've tried very hard to give us as much information as possible. But then when you, that's what they give you to create the head. So for someone like me, who is clueless already when it comes to amigurumi, this was very, very overwhelming. But in saying that, they're trying their very best to help us out as well. So it's not the fault of the book, it's the way, it's my limited knowledge of reading it. So what they've done, and I'll just show you one without showing you too much. So to make this dress, it gives you this guide. So it gives you a little bit of a pattern and then that diagram, and you're supposed to make the dress. Now, I went to the back of the book where it actually shows you the symbols for all the different stitches. And I thought to myself, I will give myself a challenge. I'll start off with a simple pattern. And I actually found a scarf somewhere. I thought, well, that's way too simple. But to try to write the pattern out using the symbols and see how I go with making something. And if I'm successful, at least I can use the little dresses to maybe dress up another little doll that I can purchase elsewhere or make from another pattern, you know, one that's the 22 centimeter sizes. But anyway, that's pretty much the extent of my collection, which is by no means huge. I have seen other people, you know, with collections in the 20s and the 30s, you know, 40s. But I am very proud of my little collection, and I'm sure that I can and will build on it. But the main thing now is, the challenge is to actually make something from it. So I think I will start off with the meerkat, because you know, he has a home that I can send him to straight away. And then, you know, I'll try my hand at maybe some of these families here, the mummies and the daddies with their little babies. So maybe I can have a little collection on the side, because I'm building the baby blanket collection. Wouldn't it be wonderful to build, you know, the amigurumi toy collection as well? But thank you for giving me the opportunity to share with you. And thank you so much, Crystal, for, you know, inviting us all to do this amigurumi book tag. I didn't think that I was going to do it because, as I've said before, my skill level is quite low, but my love and my passion for it is very high. So thank you once again, everybody. I hope you're all doing well, and please, you know, please put something down in the comments if you'd like to share anything to do with your amigurumi journey. I would absolutely love to hear it. I'm going to see if I can wake up Coco and she can say goodbye to you. Just one moment. Oh, here she is. She's woken from her slumber. Oh, she's not quite sure where she is, but I wanted her to say good night to you all. So, woof woof from Coco. Thank you for hanging out with us for as long as you have. We really appreciate it, and we shall see you all again in another video. Bye-bye, everybody.